Manchester City left furious. After late Rayan Cherki goal is overturned in Anfield chaos as Liverpool escape amid refereeing storm. Anfield has witnessed countless dramatic nights, but few have sparked as much anger, confusion and post-match controversy as the one that unfolded when Manchester City faced Liverpool in a high-stakes Premier League showdown that ended in refereeing chaos rather than footballing clarity. What appeared for several breathless seconds to be a decisive stoppage-time goal from Rayan Cherki, sealing a dramatic 3-1 win for Manchester City, was ultimately chalked off after a controversial intervention, flipping the narrative entirely and leaving City players, staff and supporters convinced they had been robbed in broad daylight. The moment that shook Anfield. Deep into stoppage time, with Liverpool pushing desperately for an equaliser and Manchester City looking to kill the game on the counter, the ball broke kindly for Rayan Cherki on the edge of the box. Calm, composed and fearless, the young Frenchman slotted home with precision, sending the away end into raptures. City players celebrated wildly. Pep Guardiola turned to his bench in relief. At 3-1, the game was done. Or so everyone thought. But within seconds, the celebrations froze. Referee communication systems lit up. VAR was checking something, not the goal itself, but an incident seconds earlier involving Dominik Szoboszlai and Erling Haaland. The incident, Haaland pulled, goal given, or not. Replays soon showed the flashpoint that would dominate headlines. As City launched the attack, Erling Haaland was clearly pulled back by Dominik Szoboszlai in midfield. The contact was obvious. The intent was clear. It was a professional foul, stopping a dangerous transition. Under normal circumstances, the referee had two clear options: blow the whistle immediately and award Manchester City a free kick. Play advantage, allow the move to continue and then punish Szoboszlai later. What followed, however, baffled almost everyone. Initially, the referee appeared to allow play to continue. City scored and the goal was celebrated. But moments later, after consultation, the decision was reversed. The goal was disallowed, and instead of Liverpool conceding, Dominik Szoboszlai was shown a red card, reducing Liverpool to 10 men, but erasing City's goal. From City's perspective, it was the worst possible outcome. Why Manchester City feel robbed. Manchester City's anger stems from one fundamental principle of football law. You cannot punish a team twice for the same phase of play, and you cannot deny a clear advantage once it has been taken. In this case, Haaland was fouled. City kept possession. City scored. By every interpretation of advantage law, the correct decision should have been: goal stands, Szoboszlai receives a yellow card for the foul after the goal is scored. Instead, City lost a legitimate goal and only benefited from Liverpool going down to 10 men, a trade-off Guardiola's side never wanted, especially in stoppage time where goal difference and momentum matter massively. To many observers, it felt like the referee tried to correct the foul but ended up creating a bigger injustice. Guardiola's silent fury. Pep Guardiola is known for his animated touchline presence, but this time his anger was cold, controlled, and far more telling. Cameras caught him shaking his head repeatedly, refusing to engage with the fourth official after the final whistle. Sources inside the City camp later revealed that Guardiola believed the officials changed the rules mid-game and punished City for doing exactly what teams are encouraged to do: play on and score. In Guardiola's mind, City were effectively told, if you play advantage and score, you might still lose the goal. That precedent, he believes, is dangerous for the game. Liverpool's relief and quiet acceptance. From Liverpool's side, there was relief, but not celebration. Even some Liverpool players appeared unsure as to what had just happened. Dominik Szoboszlai, walking off after his red card, looked stunned rather than furious, a sign that even he expected a different outcome. Privately, many Liverpool fans admitted that they had got away with one. While no one denies Szoboszlai's foul on Haaland, the idea that City should lose a goal because of it left a bitter taste, even among neutrals. Anfield roared when the decision was announced, but the noise carried more disbelief than triumph. VAR. Once again in the dock. Once again, VAR found itself at the centre of a Premier League storm. The technology designed to bring clarity instead delivered confusion. Fans, pundits, and former referees quickly flooded social media, asking the same question. If advantage is played and a goal is scored, how can that goal be disallowed? The lack of transparency, no clear explanation given in the stadium, only worsened the situation. By the time the match ended, the football itself was almost secondary to the officiating debate, title and top four implications. For Manchester City, the decision could prove costly. In a tight title race, goal difference and momentum matter. A 3-1 away win at Anfield would have sent a statement to the rest of the league. Instead, City walked away feeling cheated, frustrated and unheard. For Liverpool, escaping defeat kept their top four hopes alive, but the manner of survival raised questions about fairness rather than fighting spirit. A night that will not be forgotten. This match will not be remembered for Rayan Cherki's composure, Haaland's power, or the tactical battle between two elite sides. It will be remembered as another night where refereeing decisions overshadowed elite football. Manchester City believe they were denied a rightful goal. Liverpool know they benefited from confusion. And the Premier League once again faces uncomfortable questions about consistency, communication, and the true meaning of advantage. In the end, football lost clarity, and Manchester City lost a goal they may never get back. Arsenal's title dream slipping away as Manchester City pull clear a race that now feels unfair and unreachable. As the Premier League season enters its decisive phase, a growing feeling is spreading among Arsenal supporters. The title race may already be over. Not because Arsenal lack talent, ambition or effort, but because Manchester City have once again positioned themselves in a way that makes the competition feel tilted, inevitable and brutally unforgiving. In recent weeks, Manchester City's results, combined with controversial moments and ruthless efficiency, have created a gap that Arsenal now appear powerless to close. For many observers, it feels like Arsenal have been robbed, not in a single refereeing decision, but by the wider reality of a title race that increasingly looks one-sided. Arsenal's momentum has faded at the worst possible time. Arsenal's season promised so much. Mikel Arteta's side showed maturity, tactical discipline, and hunger for long stretches. They stayed close to the summit, applied pressure, and looked ready to finally dethrone City. But football seasons are decided in the final months, and this is where Arsenal have begun to wobble. Dropped points, nervy performances, and a visible lack of cutting edge in decisive moments have allowed Manchester City to surge ahead. While Arsenal hesitate, City accelerate. While Arsenal question themselves, City look machine-like. The contrast has been painful. Manchester City's relentless advantage. Manchester City do not just win, they dominate psychologically. Their squad depth allows them to rotate without losing quality. Their experience in title run-ins gives them calm when others feel pressure. And crucially, they have been here before, many times. When City need results, they get them. When rivals slip, City punish them immediately. For Arsenal, this creates a sense of inevitability. Even before the final whistle in many matches, fans already feel the gap widening. Not because Arsenal are collapsing, but because Manchester City simply do not slow down. A title race that no longer feels fair. The word robbed may sound strong, but it reflects emotion as much as logic. Arsenal are not being outplayed every week, they are being outlasted. Financial power, squad depth, and experience all lean heavily in City's favour. Over a 38-game season, these advantages compound. Injuries hurt Arsenal more. Fatigue hits Arsenal harder. Pressure weighs heavier on Arsenal's younger squad. Manchester City, by contrast, absorb everything. In that sense, Arsenal are fighting a battle that feels unwinnable unless City collapse, and there is little evidence that collapse is coming. The psychological damage is clear. Perhaps the most worrying sign for Arsenal is psychological. Body language has changed. Confidence has dipped. Matches that once felt controllable now feel tense. When Arsenal drop points, the immediate reaction is no longer "we'll recover," but City won't let this slip. That mindset alone can kill a title challenge. From hope to harsh reality. What makes this season particularly cruel is how close Arsenal have been. They were not outsiders, they were contenders. For months they stood shoulder to shoulder with Manchester City. Now, however, reality is biting hard. If Arsenal continue on this trajectory, the title will slip away, and not with a dramatic collapse, but with a quiet acceptance that Manchester City are simply too strong, too consistent, and too far ahead. Conclusion: a race Arsenal are unlikely to win unless something dramatic changes. Arsenal's chances of lifting the Premier League trophy are fading fast. Manchester City have taken control of the narrative, the table, and the momentum.